What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Wolverine from the Nemesis Wave. So let's see what we've got going on. Let's check it out. As promised, today we'll be taking a look at Wolverine. So let's see what we've got going on. Taking a look at the package, we've got X-TREME Wolverine. Marvel Legends, X-Men logo from the Nemesis Wave. No Build-A-Figure there. X-Men logo at the top. You've got some extra set of hands. That's it for your stuff. Flip it to the side. There's your comic image. Pretty extreme. Flip it to the back. Also extreme. Important information down at the bottom. There's your wave. There's your blurb. Wolverine unites with a group of extreme X-Men to battle telepathic threats and defend their team of mutant heroes. Flip it to this side. You've got Marvel Legends Wolverine and an image at the bottom. Let's get him out of the box. Fresh out of the box. Now, I know this Wolverine won't be for everybody. Probably a lot of people said, another Wolverine figure, right? That's just kind of status quo for how these things go. But for me, look, anytime I can get a Wolverine in a different costume, I'm gonna add it to the display just because that's what I want to do, right? And I like getting all these different Wolverines. Last year was cool for that. Had the anniversary. This year, you know, I'm sure we'll get some. We get them every year, right? And who knows what they'll be. So Extreme Wolverine, sure, not at the top of my priority or wish list, but hey, different costume, something new for the shelf. Extra hands, and that's it. I would have loved, as always, I would have loved a swappable head option, but here we are. This is what we get. Moving in closer, we get a good expressive face, right? At least if we're getting one, I want it to be the expressive. It's an option, so here we have it. That's the one they went with. It is a well-constructed face sculpt, good detailing in there. Again, really expressive, so I do like that. And you can always swap this out, put this on a different Wolverine. Say you have one that doesn't have a good expression, you want to swap that's the fun part of it all, right? So not a whole lot different here. We've seen a lot of this before. That's par for the course for Wolverine figures. So you'll have some of the usual complaints for the figure if you have them, but if not, you'll be happy with it, right? There you go. We do get those thicker movie style claws, which are my favorite ones. They're not too over exaggerated like those thicker ones, say on the X-Force Wolverine, and they're not super thin and dainty like so many Wolverine figures that we have. So I like this option for claws. Of course, if you want to upgrade, you have like Can of Beams options for that, but for Marvel Legends, these are the claws I like. You get some detailing in the belt here, so you've got the gold belt buckle, you've got silver painted on your buttons, good tactical style pants going on this figure, so that's cool. These look pretty good. No extra sort of buckle detailing down at the boots. I don't know that needs to be there. Just kind of like straps, right? So pretty much on par for what it should be in the leg area there, and all around for the costume design. For the arms, they did do like the textured arm hair. You can kind of see where the costume goes over it. It's painted up there at the top, just over where the arm hair would be. There is some smattering of paint on the arms. A little bit better on this arm than this arm. They kind of got some, I can see it back here, but not much, maybe a little bit over there, but certainly inconsistent. Better on this arm than this arm. For your articulation, the head will look down to there, chin touching the chest, back to there. Pretty good range backward. You get a little bit of rock in there and plenty of movement all around. You do have that butterfly joint in there. Arm makes its way all the way around, up and out to about there. Upper bicep cut, double jointed, pinless at the elbow. You get all that meat in there. Nothing at the forearm, although it looks like there should be. You certainly have a break there, but no movement. And then hinge at the wrist. Ab crunch, hip swivel, legs kick up and out to there, back to there, and then up and out to there. Upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless at the knee. Nothing at the boot. And hinge and swivel at the ankle. For your hands, you do get your claws out. You have a set of fists. And then you have your alternate open hand and pointer hand. These are the same ones that came with Astonishing Wolverine. So if you are familiar with that, kind of the same group of hands. For comparison, here he is backed up against that Red Hulk Target exclusive from years ago. Just the one black and yellow Wolverine I had readily available to grab for this. So just not necessarily an update to the figure, but could be, I guess, in some ways if you want it to be, right? Just something to look at there. And then here he is backed up against our X-Force Wolverine. I wanted to bring this one on comparison because I thought maybe the boots would be the same, but the boots on the Extreme Wolverine are updated, so they are not the same boots as would be on like the X-Force or the House of X Wolverine figures. And for a more recent comparison, here he is backed up against our Astonishing Wolverine. Some same bits and parts, right? You're going to get the same like shoulders on most of your Wolverines, so there will be some crossover there. Not nearly as good, right? This Astonishing Wolverine is a fantastic figure. The Extreme Wolverine is for a certainly smaller group of collectors. Alright folks, well there you have it. There's your Marvel Legends Wolverine from the Nemesis Wave. No Build-A-Figure piece included on this one, so if you're looking to skip it, you are able to do so without missing out on a piece. Is this figure for everybody? Absolutely not. Is this figure for me? Absolutely. That's why I bought it. That's why it will have a home on the shelf, and that's what I call a win for this figure. It's okay, right? It's definitely not one everybody's going to rush out to. If you're on the fence about it, I'm sure you can wait on it. I think on this one, I definitely would like to get the alternate head. I really like the expression here, sort of middle ground, a little bit more expressive in the brow, less expressive in the jowl. Sure, why not? Good enough for me, though. I got no major complaints about this figure. I like it. The aesthetic is there. I think its representation is fairly close to on point. You know, it is, like I said, not for everybody. So one that is going to be a little bit more shrunken down as far as the audience is concerned, right? So anyway, folks, that's the 2 cents. Do what you want with that information. I appreciate you checking out the video, staying this long if you have. If you're looking for this figure, let me know. If you're interested, or even if you're not, let me know. Let's talk about it down in the comments. Of course, you can always find me on any of these socials down here. Most importantly, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Hit that join button. See what it's all about. Other than that, until next time, take it easy. We do get the thicker claws, which all just popped out right there.